Now, recorded from the basement of the house I own the mortgage on, it's just another day.
You know, we all love watching entertaining reviews of people who hate watching recent media, especially all the pre-existing IPs and franchises we used to enjoy. They rant and they rave about how horrible the stuff is, and it is. It's absolute trash. And the people in charge seem to have no concept of how to create a competent, let alone a compelling story, and don't have any of the creativity or the critical thinking to attempt a good science fiction and fantasy story. Let's look at some of the big franchises. Star Wars, once the pinnacle of media franchises, is a smoldering husk just asking to be put out of its misery and buried so something may grow out of it years down the road. The Wheel of Time, held as the great high fantasy epic of the turn of the century, esteemed author Robert Jordan's magnum opus and final work. And those at the Amazon studios miss the point of every theme and idea in his tale, or they corrupt it. The Witcher, while it gained fame as a video game franchise, has a cult following as a series of novels, and that went downhill fast with a team of modern writers from Netflix that don't understand the nuance or the sincerity of the lead character or its world. And then there's the Rings of Power, based rather loosely on the works of J.R.R. Tolkien's appendices at the end of the physical novel of The Return of the King. That's right, they're trying to make a TV series out of 100 pages of notes, a series that tries way too hard to be as great as the previous adaptations of the author's work. And we hate watch and hope for something better. Something that may rise above the corporatized media we're getting and the bastardizations and misuse and misunderstandings of these great intellectual properties. The beauty of this is we have and always have had the independent sphere, which is now in full swing. Comic books, novels, video games, TV and movies are being made by individuals in small studios. They are creating something that we've been craving. Something original and something of quality. Let me introduce you to ArrowStorm Entertainment, a small independent studio that makes science fiction and fantasy films. Now, they don't have the greatest budgets, and you'll see that. I mean, the L's are L's because they have plastic pointy ears. And that's so they could spend more money on the orc makeup. And then there's the occasional dragon and ogre. They do have to crowdfund a lot. So if you're looking for industrial light and magic and weta levels of special effects, let me stop you right there. And if you're looking at the screen and think to yourself, haven't I seen this on the Sci-Fi Saturday Night Special? Well, yes, you probably have. Back in the day, this is what we would call a direct-to-cable, DVD, or VHS studio. Right now, you can find many of their works on various streaming services like Tubi, Netflix, Freeview, and Amazon Prime. They even sold a TV series to the CW called The Outpost, a fantasy show that lasted about 4 seasons. And I tell you, by far, it is not the worst thing I've ever had to watch on the CW. They also have a store on their website where you can rent and buy their movies. Prices average from about $10 to $15 a piece, and they have some bundle deals. And they come with some DVD-like extras, with a lot of behind the scenes where you can see a lot of the work and effort and love that went into these movies. And if you found some of their media by, let's say, art that means they're matey, then they have a forgiveness plan for you. Just go to their main page, scroll down till you see the torrenters, and drop them a couple bucks in their PayPal account. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. Let's be honest, folks, just give them a tip for doing a good job. Since this is a fantasy-themed video, let's talk about what could be considered ArrowStorm's flagship series, Mythica. Mythica is currently a series of 6 movies, with the last film, Stormbound, being released in the summer of 2024. The first 5 movies close off the story of the main characters of Merrick the Wizard, Dagon the Half-Elf Thief, he calls himself a bard, but he's a thief, Thane the Warrior, and Tila the Priestess. What do we have here? Wizard, rogue, fighter, and a cleric. Well, the major roles of the D&D party are covered. They'll be fine. The main plot is a megalomaniacal necromancer, once thought gone, is coming back, and the party has to find MacGuffins and other magical items and information on how to stop them. In between all of this, the 4 main characters must deal with their own goals, flaws, personalities, secrets, and their conflicts with each other. Internal and external struggle, folks. Can't get much better about anything than that. I was actually engaged by the characters and the story. And I can tell you that over the first 5 movies, A Quest for Heroes, Darkspore, Necromancer, The Iron Crown, and the conclusion in The Godslayer, I felt it was invested in each character. I felt that I lived in a well-developed, well-thought-out world and story. Now, is this winning any Oscars? Of course not. But they don't have to do so. Mythica stands on the quality of its own work and storytelling. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that Aeros Storm is a little engine that could. You're not going to feel preached at. You're not going to feel cheated. And if there's a plot hole, well, this is B-level stuff. They're really putting their effort in, guys. Give them some credit. But if you want something new, you're tired of the old stuff, all the corporatized stuff, let me just say that ArrowStorm Entertainment is a little engine that could. And I hope they make more products. And I hope they made you, or convinced you, to be a member of their audience or their following. Thank you. If you liked the video, like and subscribe. Or leave a comment at the bottom, because I could use the help and I have no clue what I'm doing right now.